It's the 1st of April, the clocks have gone forward. This may be the last few weeks of astrophotography here in Scotland for the season, and thankfully just now we've got a huge big high pressure over the whole of the UK pretty much, so the next few nights is going to be crystal clear skies. The moon is like a thin crescent moon, so we'll get it for maybe a few hours at you know, in the evening time, but it's not enough to kind of do any sort of moonlight pollution to the skies, so the skies will be really dark. Plus anyway, this time of year there's not much in the sky in the morning. What we're waiting for is over in the west, which I've got this awesome view over Loch Laggan in central Scotland, and obviously springtime, what's in the sky in the middle of the morning or late in the morning, early in the morning, is the Milky Way. So yeah, this will be my first time out to capture the Milky Way core, and hopefully my van's just parked literally just up there, like a 2-second walk behind the tree, and then yeah, this is looking southeast, so the Milky Way core is just going to come up here. Absolutely lovely. So I think this is going to be a fantastic view. So I've got a nice viewpoint at the top of the sort of hill where the car is. It gets, you know, the road, my van, and this view in it. I think that's going to be an awesome shot. Plus I can just come down here and go beside the loch side and get a wee bit closer to the water. So yeah, it's going to be absolutely amazing. As you can see, it's pretty bright just now, so I'll just wait in the van for a while, probably send the drone up. It's an absolutely amazing location. It's going to be really dark here. I've never shot at this location before, but I do know it's going to be obviously crystal clear, but really dark, because we're looking over the central Scotland, so we're kind of looking over Cairngorms. So yeah, really looking forward to it. But just look at this, it's absolutely phenomenal. So lucky to live in Scotland, to, you know, just live in a place like this. It was only an hour and 20 minutes up the road. So yeah, I'll just entertain myself for the night and start shooting the vlog again at hopefully about maybe 2-3 o'clock in the morning, when hopefully the Milky Way core is coming over the horizon. Cannot wait. So it's 2:30 in the morning, and we're here at Loch Laggan, and oh my goodness, the skies here are incredible. Really dark. I just popped my head out the van after a few hours sleep just to see what the skies look like, and I was blown away. Obviously I've seen the night sky of Scotland so many times, but wow, from this location it is really dark. This must be good, you know, Bortle 2, 3, maybe, you know, well, not probably 1, but very dark. Yeah, absolutely crystal clear, really dark. There's no light pollution any direction. I can't see any sort of city glow or anything, because I'll pop on a map where we are. We are miles and miles away from any, you know, city or that. So yeah, this is going to be a good location. So I can just see a wee bit of the Milky Way coming up from the east. We're still maybe an hour away from the actual main good time for it. So I've got an hour just to kind of get to the loch side, shoot the foregrounds, and then, you know, as the Milky Way core comes into view, kind of shoot that. So I've got two compositions kind of down there, just near the loch, and then obviously one up here with the full view, you know, with the road and the van in it. So let's head down now. It's quite a steep little bank, so I have to be careful. But yeah, this is incredible. So I've set up the first shot, which is just kind of looking straight east, just at the Cassiopeia sort of area of the Milky Way. So the core, yeah, is still 45 minutes, an hour away, but it's just about getting there. But I'm just going to shoot slightly east, slightly a wee bit further north than the core, just to capture, you know, the kind of the band of the Milky Way, like an arc, kind of going across the east and then into the northeast. So lovely little foreground. As you know, as you saw during the day, it's just a nice Scottish scene, lochside, some trees, crystal clear dark skies, and yeah, I'm just going to shoot that with the trusty old Sigma 14mm 1.4 on the dioptron. I only use dioptron with this lens because the lens is quite big and bulky and pretty heavy, so if I put it on that wee Nomad star tracker, it's just a wee bit sketchy, just because it's, you know, quite a heavy lens. So the dioptron is perfect for this sort of setup. And yeah, my normal settings for these sort of shots is about 90 seconds, so I'll do 90 seconds with the dioptron on, then 90 seconds with it off for the foreground. So foreground sky exposure, and then, whoa, shooting star, and then simply blend them together. I might use, whoa, there's another one as well. Jeez, oh, what are we in, April? Is the Lyrids meteor shower? I think that's the end of the month. That's quite a few meteors I've seen. Where was I? So yeah, those are basically the settings I use. I might use the star glow filter just to get the constellation of like Cassiopeia to pop, but you know, Milky Way core, we're kind of wanting the detail of the Milky Way. We're not really caring about much of the stars and constellations popping as much. So this is kind of a detailed astrophotography trip. So anytime it's Milky Way, it's more detailed than you know, the star glow. So yeah, let's just shoot this and see how it goes. Okay, so I've not done much filming as I forget how little time you actually have in the Milky Way season in Scotland. So, you know, an hour and a half, 2 hours is really not a lot of time. Yeah, so there's not a lot of time in Scotland for Milky Way core because it's only up for maybe an hour and a half, an hour maybe at its peak when it's above the horizon good. So trying to get different compositions is a bit of a rush. So you do have to, so I did that kind of one at the start, which turned out awesome. I then ran and got my pano tripod, ran down with that, got a nice pano of the Milky Way arch. What does this look like? Yeah, so got the nice panorama, lovely Milky Way arch, turned out really well. Went halfway up like the hill to the van, got a nice view of the area with the loch and the wee islands and trees. That turned out awesome. Then I went above, I got some pictures of the van, because of course, and then I went to a tiny little nub hill just above the van to get a huge big area view. So all these images, you know, they were about 3 minutes in total to capture exposure wise. So you know, it's 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes. So before you know it, you've taken up an hour of your time going about. So I just didn't have time to film. But as you can probably see behind me now, the twilight is now coming and washing away the Milky Way. But well, there's a lot of satellites in the sky just now. But yeah, these are pretty good Milky Way pictures. I'm pretty happy with these. These could be, you know, some of the best I've captured so far. And yeah, the twilight's just washing it away. You can still see the Milky Way arch overhead. I'll do some B-roll of it. But yeah, this is the last image, and then that's pretty good. So I'll hopefully be out tomorrow night. I have no idea where, because it's crystal clear all over Scotland. Have to nip back home for a bit in Perth, and then I'll be out again. So it's a bit weird, you know, coming from Spean Bridge in the middle of the Highlands all the way back to Perth, and then coming all the way back in. So I don't know what I'm doing. So there no doubt will be another video of another Milky Way core vlog. Whoa! So we'll see. But yeah, these images are fantastic, and I will put them up hopefully now, and yeah, let me know what you think, because they're pretty good, and I'm just so honoured to have these dark skies in Scotland with amazing foreground, literally an hour and a half from my house. Absolutely amazing. So that is the night done now. I'm back at the van, just settling down. Twilight's here. It's, you know, it's pretty light now, as you can kind of see. But yeah, literally, as I said, back to Perth for stuff, and then back out again tonight. So expect another Milky Way video very, very soon. And hopefully this vlog went all well, because as I said, I was a bit rushed for time, but I'm sure I videoed something. So yeah, let's see where we end up tonight. So tomorrow night, but technically tonight, and yeah, hopefully there'll be another Milky Way vlog pretty soon. Yeah, thank you for watching. Cheers. I'm going to just keep taking pictures of this scene, because the aurora keeps changing. It keeps giving tiny little pillars here and there, little kind of purple pillars.